2022 brought us lots of fantastic games, from brand new IPs to amazing sequels, and of course some absolutely stinking reboots and remasters. But as this year comes to a close, we think it's high time we set our sights on the future. There certainly is lots to look forward to in the next 12 months, with release dates changing almost daily and huge game announcements coming out in blog posts. Looking at you, PlayStation, because it's a bit like our calendars are becoming more and more complicated. But never fear, I have got you covered. From new releases to games hitting subscription services, I've pinned down all the important information and put it in one handy dandy video for you. Aren't I nice? So without further ado, to help you figure out what you'll be playing this month, here is your January gaming forecast. Our first new release of the year comes in the form of Bandai Namco's One Piece Odyssey. Fans of any of the manga, anime or games released under the One Piece umbrella in the last 25 years should be excited for this one. With the demo releasing on January 10th and the full game dropping just a few days later on the 12th, you've not got long to wait to explore what is setting up to be quite a big game. This JRPG features all the classic characters, like Luffy, Nami, and my personal favourite, Tony Chopper. And with the author of the series contributing to lots of the creative decisions, all you weebs out there are sure to be happy. One Piece Odyssey will be hitting everything except Switch early this month. Fans of the long-running Fire Emblem strategy series have got the brand new Fire Emblem Engage to look forward to, which drops on January 20th. You play as Divine, Dragon and Leah, who has no memory of their past, which is something we've obviously never seen before in Fire Emblem. Engage does have a lot to live up to, with Fire Emblem's last instalment still considered one of the best Switch exclusives, but hopefully Engage will live up to the hype. With DLC releasing along with the main story, fans of the series need only wait a few weeks, but as it's a Switch exclusive, now might be the time to cash in those vouchers you got for Christmas. Possibly the biggest release in January is Forspoken. Square Enix's brand new action RPG drops on the 24th after its release date was pushed back from last year. Following New Yorker Frey, as she's transported to the mythical land of Athea, the game is chock full of interesting mechanics. From magical parkour to magical combat, it's all pretty magical. Square Enix released a demo for Forspoken early in December, and the general consensus was that it still needed a lot of work. However, press previews seem to completely disagree and have had predominantly positive things to say about the new IP. We'll have to wait and see what the game is like when it releases on PC and PlayStation 5 on January 24th. The Callisto Protocol released last month to middling response, but fans of Dead Space need not worry for lack of things to play, with the Dead Space remake hitting PC, Xbox and PlayStation this month. Originally released on the Xbox 360 and PS3 and one of the most fondly discussed horror titles in recent memory, Dead Space has lots of fans chomping at the bit for their new, old game. Rebuilt technically from the ground up, but what we can assume is an incredibly similar story to the original, players will take control of Isaac Clarke, an engineer sent to fix the Ishimura, a stranded spaceship. But as is customary in a time of space horror titles, something is very, very wrong, and everything is trying to kill you. With original voice actors returning and some more lengthy screen time for other characters, we here at Team TripleJump are both very excited and equally terrified. So clear your schedules for January 27th and prepare for lots of horrible deaths, but in a fun way, of course. With things getting colder, at least in this hemisphere, it might be nice to reminisce about riding our bikes on a summer evening or enjoying the spring fields. So may I introduce you to Season, A Letter to the Future. Releasing on the 31st, I would like to describe this game as Good Vibes the Game. A game all about capturing the final moments of a season in photography and recordings, whilst riding a bike through a truly gorgeous landscape and talking to interesting NPCs. There is lots to unveil about the world in Season, and it's definitely one to check out to fix your brain after playing Dead Space. This game launches on PC and PlayStation. It's not a game, but it's as expensive as buying 3. Announced during Gamescom opening night live and launching on January 26th is Sony's PS5 DualSense Edge controller. Aimed at those pro gamers among you, this souped up and customizable controller is priced at $209.99 or $199 and €239 respectively. Setting you back almost half of a PS5, the DualSense Edge is designed to let you customise your gaming experience with adjustable trigger toggles, changeable thumbsticks, additional paddles on the back of the controller, all of which are completely remappable, and how could we forget about the braided USB cable and white carry case. I'm not sure I'll ever be smart enough to have to choose my own control scheme to add all the new buttons, but there'll be lots of console gamers out there looking to get the leg up on their competitors. Speaking of PlayStation, we have the confirmed Plus lineup for next month. Well, at least for us cheapos who only pay for Essential. Extra and Premium are set to be announced on January 11th, which we'll give you the recap for in next month's forecast. Kicking off the free lineup is the fantastic Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. With the sequel dropping in March, now is the perfect time to pick up this Star Wars-themed Souls-like and discover Cal Kestis' story. Set after the events of Episode 3, Cal is a Jedi hiding from the Jedi hunting Inquisitors, hell-bent on killing him and his kind. Exploring lots of planets both familiar and unfamiliar to fans of the franchise, Cal's lightsaber-wielding combat and force powers make for an interesting adventure through the already lore-packed universe. Also available to add to your library when available on January 3rd is Fallout 76. Bethesda's 2018 title had a wobbly launch, with lots of bugs, poor reviews, and the whole leaking customers' information thing. In the years since though, Bethesda has worked hard on this game, and has made it probably a bit better. It famously doesn't always let you play with your friends, but if you're looking for a game to play with your pals, why not give this one a go? The last game on PlayStation Plus is Axiom Verge 2. This retro-looking 2D action game is for all you Metroidvania fans looking for something new to play. Indra Chowdhury is off on an adventure to find her missing daughter and must explore an Antarctic research station come portal to another world. Skirting the line between frustratingly hard and demanding patience in your skills, this one might not be for everyone, but if you're looking for a burst of nostalgia, maybe give this one a look. Lastly, it's time to talk about everything hitting Xbox Game Pass this month. Releasing on other platforms too, but coming day one to Game Pass is Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden. Ports of the enhanced re-releases for the PSP and PlayStation 3, the games hit modern consoles on January 19th. Persona 3 revolves around the butterfly effect, with the game changing based on the player's choices. Depending on the gender of your character depends on what kind of social links and interactions you can make, all while surviving high school. Oh, and fighting off shadows that are feeding on the minds of human beings. Persona 4, however, is set in a fictional Japanese countryside, and is inspired by murder mystery novels. Your character and their friends accidentally travel through the TV and are once again forced to fight the shadows, using their newfound persona powers. Both games are considered classics and reviewed incredibly well, so well worth giving them a go for the low price of your £10 Game Pass subscription. Also coming very soon to Game Pass is Monster Hunter Rise, 2021 action RPG from Capcom. Available from January 20th, the 6th instalment in the Monster Hunting series, their words, not mine, is making the leap from Switch to consoles, PC and cloud gaming. Ride around the map on your Palamute, hunt down the monsters using new weapons and tools, and hang out with the cat-like Palicos. You can play alone or with up to 4 other hunters, so why not find 3 pals to play with and hunt down some baddies? Fans of Pentament's art style and medieval charm may be pleased to know that new game Inkulnati is coming day one to Game Pass. Inkulnati is a very unique strategy game that takes place in the pages of lore books, with animal armies being drawn directly into battle to fight one another in a series of single or multiplayer duels. It's certainly looking to be a new take on turn-based strategy games and releases on PC and Xbox on the 31st of Jan. So that is everything to look forward to this month, but there is plenty of exciting releases happening throughout the year, and I will be back next month to keep you up to date with your gaming forecast.